go through comparison and experience of the most dominant tires in mountain bikes. Maxxis Minion DHF versus Schwalbe Magic Mary. What up, Sanders? Welcome back to the channel. And if you're new to the channel, please consider to subscribe if you're into downhill mountain biking and whatever related to that. So today we're gonna go through my experience and comparison of the Maxxis Minion DHF versus Schwalbe Magic Mary bike park version. So in my early days in my downhill journey, which is around 2014, I had no idea which tire I should use in what conditions and what terrain. So my first 2 years of riding downhill mountain biking, I was experimenting with a whole bunch of different tires. I started with the Specialized Butcher, which is very identical to the Maxxis Minion DHF. Then I tried the Continental, and then switched to the Kenda, and then switched to the Intense, and then switched to the Panoracer. But then I realized that the king of all the off-road tires, whether it's mountain bikes, motorcycles, jeeps, trucks, quads, it's Maxxis. So I tried for one season the Maxxis High Rollers 2.5, which is all around awesome tire. So after a quick research, I realized the tire that I need is Maxxis Minion. So the Maxxis Minion has two types of tires: DHF, which stands for downhill front, and DHR, which stands for downhill rear. So Maxxis makes the Minion in all sizes, from 24-inch tires up to 29-inch tires. Out of all the innovations in the past 20 years in mountain biking, this is the biggest and the most important innovation that stays pretty much the same for the past 20 years. The Minion was designed by Colin Bailey, which at the time he was a downhill racer, and he was sponsored by Maxxis, obviously. So he worked together with Maxxis and came up with this brilliant design that stuck with us for the past 20 years. So a lot of features of the downhill mountain bike design from 20 years ago and 10 years ago are being adopted these days on the modern mountain bike design. Starting from a wider wheelbase, a 148mm boosted hub that is pretty close to 150, which is the DH standard size, wider rims, plus tires, chain guards, mud guards, bigger disc rotors with powerful 4-piston brakes, and of course the DH tires, since usually they're so versatile in any terrain or condition. So that's why you'll find the Maxxis Minion DHF especially almost on every bike today. On electric bikes, hardtail bikes, trail bikes, all mountain bikes, enduro bikes, and of course downhill bikes. So after riding for 2 years only Maxxis Minion, I decided to give a chance to Schwalbe Magic Mary, the bike park version. And honestly, the reason I wanted to try it because the price. At the time, I could find an amazing deal on the Schwalbe from around $28 to $35 in chain reaction cycles. So I got 4 sets of the Schwalbe Magic Mary 2.35, 2 in 27.5 and 2 in 26-inch. But I must say, today it's a different situation. The Maxxis is actually way cheaper than the Schwalbe. The Schwalbe went up in price. I can't find any good deals anymore. Maybe on the 26-inch, but it's all sold out. So I'm glad I stashed on the Magic Mary and I still have 2 new tires waiting to be installed. So when I upgraded my trail bike with the 29-inch wheels, I wanted to put new tires and I was looking for the Magic Mary, but I couldn't find any really good deal. Everything was from $76 and up. So I decided it's time to get back to Maxxis. So I found a great deal for $47 for Maxxis Minion DHF 2.5 3 compound, which is an amazing deal. So the Minion and the Magic Mary are available in many different versions, different sizes and different amount of compound into the tire. So we're gonna focus on the thread pattern design and how it's affecting the performance of the tire. So from my experience with the Magic Mary, I noticed that the Magic Mary shines the most on a soft ground, loamy ground, and that's the type of terrain that I ride most of the time. So that pretty much made sense to switch to Magic Mary. So I guess this is the magic on the Magic Mary. The side knobs, they have like 3 gaps inside, as you can see. That allows the knob to be flexible and to fold, and that's why on soft ground it's digging really nicely. And the Magic Mary also shines in the snow, especially if the snow is frozen and packed. Another great plus for the Magic Mary is the ability to lose the mud quicker than the Maxxis Minion, since the thread pattern is much smaller and there's more spaces in between the knobs. So originally the Magic Mary was designed for wet and muddy conditions on the downhill races. So if most of your riding is on that type of conditions, definitely the Magic Mary is the answer. In the DHF you have 2 different types of side knobs. As you can see, there's one knob with one little gap inside that allows him to flex. In the Magic it's like 3 gaps, over here it's only 1. And the difference is that the knobs, the side knobs on the DHF, they are more to the side, kind of like more to the bottom. And on the Magic it's sticking out from here. So that's why flat turns on the Minion much better. And then the side knobs alternating from one foldable and one that it's like kind of like a bracket type of looking, and because of that, that allows him to flex different directions. That thread pattern that the Maxxis says is just a proven formula. In the dry conditions and the bike park conditions that most of the time is dry, definitely the Maxxis Minion provides way better traction thanks to the thread pattern design that has the big knobs on the sides that providing good tractions on the dry and the wet conditions. So the most common size that you'll find in Magic Mary is 2.35. That it actually comes out pretty wide, almost equals to Maxxis Minion 2.5. So to sum it up, it's no brainer. I'm gonna stick to Maxxis Minion since it's way cheaper and more versatile than the Magic Mary. It performs almost equally to the Magic Mary on any conditions. The only minus on the DHF is the behavior on muddy conditions. Other than that, the Maxxis Minion lasts longer and has a better durability than the Magic Mary. So hopefully next time I'm gonna check out chainreactioncycles.com. Maxxis Minion DHF won't be out of stock. Hopefully that was a helpful episode, and now you know way more about the Maxxis Minion DHF and the Magic Mary, and you can decide based on the terrain you ride mostly, and of course the budget that you have for your tires. So leave a comment below which tire is your favorite and why, and how long you've been riding it. Smash the like button if you really like that episode, and if you're new to the channel and you're into downhill mountain biking and whatever related to that, please consider to subscribe. And until then, stay safe, stay fast, and I'll see you on the next sesh.